Okay, real quick, I want to talk about the three biggest scams in human history that are all coincidentally happening right now as I speak, as we are alive in our generation. They are all happening right now as we speak. And I want you guys to wake up to this. So I'm going to do this short video so you can also awaken to the truth, right? And the three biggest scams in history right now are number one, racism, number two, climate change, and number three, feminism. Okay. Now, am I saying that these things aren't happening, that we're not affecting the climate, there's no racism? Of course not, right? The problem is, yeah, that's Cash snoring back there. Some people always ask, who's that? That's my pug. The problem is what the left loves to do, what the woke coalition loves to do, is they like to point out the exceptions and not the rule, right? So, perfect example is you have a lot of these transgender rights activists, right? And they're acting as basically they want, if you look at the studies, if you look at the facts, transgenders make up 0.05% of the population, okay? 0.05%, less than 1%. However, they want the 99.5% of the rest of the population out there, nice view, right? To essentially curtail our language, alter our lives, alter the way we speak, the way we think, the way we talk, to accommodate this 0.5% that they're making seem are everywhere. And they're just not. They make up 0.5% of the population. So it's the same thing with climate change, racism, right? I mean, it's probably the numbers are higher, but it's not like this is something you see every day, right? I mean, perfect example, if somebody gets caught on camera saying something racist, right, and somebody uploads it to social media, that clip is going to go viral. Why is it that clip going to go viral and get millions of views? Why is it going to be plastered all over the news? Because it's not something you hear every day. It's not something you see every day where somebody who is just blatantly acting out and saying something racist. Okay? And I just saw a video of this Asian couple at an In-N-Out where some guy walked in, clearly had mental issues, and he was berating them and saying racist things, point blank. And the clip went viral, right? It was all over the news. It's everywhere. And then they found the guy because the clip went so viral that people identified him and yeah, that's a guy. And he got plastered all over the news. Now, the reason that happens is because you just don't see it every day. Now, if racism was everywhere you walk, everyone you talk to was racist, they filmed you saying something racist, do you think these clips would be going viral? No, because people would just be like, yeah, I ran across 10 racists today, 5 racists early just this morning before I got my cup of coffee. But the media, the Matrix, wants you to believe it's everywhere, right? They want to keep you in this constant state of panic and fear to make you believe, oh my gosh, it's right around the corner. You might open the door. Racism. Oh my gosh, the world's going to end in 12 years. They literally said that. The world is going to end in 12 years. All of this that you see out here, right? I'm out in Orange County, South OC. All of this is going to be gone in 12 years. Really? And people are believing that. People are buying into that. People are not questioning it. People are not being skeptical about it. Okay? This guy is really snoring. People are not being skeptical about it. Instead, they're being shut down. Okay, FYI, the world is not going to end in 12 years. The reason I know that is, do you know how long the world has been here? Do you know how long the Earth has been here? Pop quiz. You know how long the planet's been here? 4.5 billion years, give or take 50 million. This planet has been here for billions of years. 4.5 billions of years. So for these credited climate alarmists to say that the world is going to end in 12 years, and AOC is one of them, the people who support her, it's mind-blowing, right? To say that the world is going to end in 12 years after it's been here for 4.5 billion and has adjusted to the most extreme types of weather. We went through an ice age at one point, right? The earth was melting at one point, and look, it's fine. It's fine. Look at this. It's beautiful, right? It's gorgeous out there. You're telling me this is all going to be gone in 12 years? No, right? The only way this will all be gone in 12 years is if there's an alien invasion that comes out of the sky and nukes us, or if we nuke each other, or if an unexpected asteroid hits the Earth, which probably won't happen, I mean, knock on wood, but usually we can see these things coming a mile away, well, millions of light years away. So it's probably not going to happen, right? The Earth will still be here in the next 12 years. However, again, you have these climate change alarmists, that are touting the fact that the world is just not going to be here, in the next 12 years. And the big problem that I have with all of this is whether it comes to the climate change activists, the racist activists, or especially the feminists, right, which I haven't even touched upon yet. The problem with that I have with all three is these three fringe groups will never debate, right? They just don't debate. I shouldn't say never, because some do come on and take on the other side, right? The skeptics. And whenever they do, they get totally destroyed, right? They get destroyed with just basic facts. I mean, it's not even a good debate. It's like watching a fight where, you guys remember the fights like Mike Tyson? I mean, the guy would like knock him out in the first round. And I felt bad for all the people who attended and bought these expensive tickets, and they sit down, all of a sudden knocks them out in the first round, it's over. That's what these debates are like. Whenever I see the race hustlers, and that's what they all are, race hustlers, climate change hustlers, or the people from the feminists hustling, whenever I see them debate, they get absolutely destroyed. I mean, you can look up Jordan Peterson debating a feminist who it was like a 2-hour debate. She was getting utterly destroyed, and it was insane, like how she was bouncing around to just multiple points, right? Dozens of different points that he wasn't even talking about, because she was losing so badly, and she just wanted to sound right, or not look like a dumbass. And it's the same thing, right, when it comes to the race hustlers, and you get some of these race hustlers getting on television and debating. They just they lose, right? And this is why many times they decline debates, right? And this is especially true for climate change activists. You will almost never see them go on a debate, right? They just don't debate. Like Greta Thunberg, that's their role model right now. Greta Thunberg is like a 19-year-old who looks like she's 60, but that's, they're listening to essentially this little girl since she was a child about the world and the climate, and that's their God. That's their God, because a lot of climate change activists, let's be real, are secular, right? They're atheists. They don't believe in God, so they make people their God, right? They make the creature their God, not the creator, the creature. So this is why they make their politicians their gods, climate change activists, anybody, Hollywood celebrities, they make them their new deity, because they don't actually have a God. Right? Obviously not all atheists. Some are smarter than that and can see through the BS, but I'm just talking about overwhelmingly, right? The climate change activists, they just don't want to debate the skeptics, because they'll get destroyed, right? And John Stossel, who's one of my favorite journalists, I've said that before, has covered climate change in a number of videos, and you could watch some of his videos. Are great, but he's another one who he has actually, and this is a problem I have with racism, climate change activists, and feminism, is whenever you point out facts and studies, you're immediately labeled a hate mongerer or a misogynist, homophobe, race, all of the woke labeling, right? You're automatically labeled one of these negative terms. And, it never has any merit. So... and they try to shut down your voice, obviously, too, right? I mean, in Stossel's case, he sued Facebook because they banned a video of his where he was talking about climate change, and he was pointing out actual studies and facts about the environment, about the fact that hurricanes, tornadoes, the sea levels rising. I mean, all the stuff that we as humans always adapt to, the world adapts to, obviously, because it's been here for 4.5 billion years. It will probably be here for another billion years. I mean, the world's not going to end. Again, the only way it's going to end is if we, nuke each other, alien invasion, or some unexpected asteroid. But it's not going to end because we're driving around our gas-powered vehicles, or I'm driving my DeLorean to Cars and Coffee. At the end of the day, these three hustles, racism, climate change, and feminism, all it comes down to at the end of the day is about power, money, and control. That's it. Period. These people they could virtue signal all day if they want, right? But it comes down to power, money, and control over you. Less of your freedoms. You notice that? Whether it comes to racism, climate change, or feminism, it's about removing more of your freedoms and giving more power to who? Any of these fringe groups? No, it just gives power to the government. That's it, right? So this is why I'm not a fan of electric cars either, is because you become, the thing about electric cars, and some of them are nice looking, right? Some of them, are pretty interesting, right? I was looking at the new Hummer at one point. But the problem with these electric cars, and I'm still considering that Hummer, the problem with that is you're dependent on energy, right? And this is why they want everybody to go electric. I'm in California, so Newsom wants to stop producing gas-powered vehicles in the next 10 years, which is ridiculous, right? This is why I can't stand about these leftists, is they can't just leave people alone. They can't leave the free markets alone. It's like, if people want to buy gas-powered cars, they should be allowed to buy gas-powered cars. If people don't want to buy an EV, they shouldn't have to be forced to buy that EV, right? Leave people alone. But no, they want, what is this about? It's about control. And why are so many of these elitists pushing electric vehicles? It's because they control the power grids, right? They're going to be in control. So at any point, if they want to shut down the power, they can do it. Okay? You can't really do that with fossil fuels. Why? Because that's not controlled by a big daddy government. It's, Exxon, Chevron, and all these major oil companies are privately owned. So they could tell the government, go piss off. And when you have a privately owned company, essentially selling fuel to the population out there, you could drive your gas-powered car as much as you want because they're a privately owned company and they are providing the fuel source. Whereas when it comes to energy, that's going to be provided by who? Big daddy government. You see it happening now. They're telling you, hey, turn off your power between this time and this time, or don't do your laundry between this time and this time. So I don't abide by any of that, by the way. I just live my life. I don't pay attention to time, and because at the end of the day, I know what this is about, right? It'd be different if there was like a genuine, sincere cause behind this, but there isn't. It's just about money, power, and control. And whenever it comes to a hustle and a scam, and these really are the three biggest going on right now in history, and it's all happening at once, right? Racism, climate change, feminism. Which I really haven't touched upon, but I always talk about feminism in so many other videos. But what all three of these entities have in common is the people at the top they're either trying to shut down the other side, or they just won't they won't debate them. They won't have just open conversation with them. You don't have to take my word for it. Just go on YouTube. And you could look at, like, say, Steven Crowder, right? The Change My Mind series. He's talked about racism, he's talked about climate change, and he's talked about feminism. And he does it in a very, very intelligent way, where he gives the other person, and he has a lot of patience. He gives the other person a chance to, just cite their argument and why they believe in this. And the other side, almost overwhelmingly, are trying to shut him down. They're getting loud. They're calling the police on him. It's like, hey, if you've got a good argument for this, why don't you sit down and debate him and and prove yourself? Just like Greta Thunberg, she's the climate change queen right now, and I can't believe that. But Greta Thunberg, who everyone is just respects and admires, she has never debated a single skeptic, right? There is not a single debate of this little girl on YouTube debating what she believes is disastrous for the earth, which is climate change. You know, it's like, how can you call yourself this if you're not willing to debate anybody and you're only willing to talk to people who share your same ideas, who won't challenge you, who won't question you, who won't hold your feet to the fire? What does that say about you? It says you're a fraud, right? It says you're a fraud, right? And as many of these people are, especially the people touting this stuff, they are the ones who are what? What are they doing? They're trying to shut down free speech, right? They're trying to shut down people like me. They're trying to shut down people like Tate. They're trying to shut down anybody who wants to expose the truth. They don't want to debate you. They don't want to talk to you. They just want to shut you down. They want to keep you quiet. They want to shut your mouth. They want to change the language, right? They want to change the meaning of things. They're using big tech. They're using, Hollywood celebrities, the dumbasses they are, to push their agenda. But at the end of the day, it's about money, power, and control, right? I mean, I would have been a lot more open to listening to people's arguments about racism, climate change, and feminism if they were willing to have a discussion, right? But again, even the ones that do get completely annihilated, and I give them respect for at least trying to debate, right? At least trying. But 99% of that crowd doesn't want to debate. They don't want to have discussion about it. It's like, shut up and just agree. And you know what we call that? That's called tyranny. And this is why I tell you these three things are a total scam. Right? Again, is it happening on some level? Because you have some dumbass in the comment, oh, you're denying it. No, yeah, but it's not happening on the level that they're trying to make you believe it is, right? Again, like the whole transgender thing I cited earlier in this coaching video, it's like 0.5% of the population. So are we affecting climate on some level? Of course, right? But is on this doomsday level that all the elites are claiming? Absolutely not. Yeah. Again, the world has been here for 4.5 billion years. It will continue to be here through your lifetime, through your grandkids' lifetime, your great-grandkids' lifetime. Believe me, it will still be here, right? Unless something unexpected happens, as I said. So don't buy into the fear-mongering, guys, because this is how they control you, right? They use fear-mongering, okay? They keep you in a state of paranoia, right? I mean, look at the people who buy into this, the people who just can't trust, don't have any trust in their own faculties. These are the same people running around right now that are like 20 years old, 30 years old, driving their car, still wearing a mask, flipped out. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get something, get sick. You know, it's just sad that these people can't even enjoy their lives and this beautiful world we're living in. And the fact that we're not going to be here forever, you got to enjoy it, man. You got to chill. But regardless, let me know your comments below. I really want to do this coaching video for a while, but these are the three biggest hustles, the three biggest scams going on in the world today. And funny enough, it's all happening at the same time. It's being pushed by all of the major institutions we have out there, whether it's universities, basically college, the public school systems. I mean, kids are being indoctrinated at a very early age to not think for themselves, but to just trust the experts who are really just hustlers, right? Because these same experts are experts that refuse to debate the skeptics. And the skeptics are just totally out there wanting to debate them because they actually have facts. And at this point, I believe the skeptics more than I believe anyone who's getting on board with these elitists who are afraid to talk to anybody, right? And they just want to stay in the same bubble with each other and listening to each other's opinions. It's like, how are you? Whatever. Drop your comments below, guys. As always, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash that notification bell as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And do it for the algorithm. Do it now. And for you guys who want to support my work, if I'm enlightening you, if I'm educating you, if I'm making you a better, smarter man, the best way to support me is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets program. Right now it's only $1, And all you need to do is click the link in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, and you're going to be able to access premium Alpha Male Secrets content from me that you won't find here on my channel. So take advantage of it and click the link below, go to my website, get signed up, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.